Rockets here at home in this Western Conference matchup, live here in Houston. Hi, everyone. We're happy to have you with us for this edition of the NBA on 2K Sports. This is Kevin Harlan with Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony. And giving us the rundown from the sideline, David Aldridge. You look at Oklahoma City. What a story right now for these guys. Win after win. It's been a phenomenal stretch.
Well, this team is a lot of fun to watch. Everything seems to be going their way. But listen, they're making their own breaks now. They're taking advantage of situations and opportunities, and they're doing everything right on both ends of the floor.
And wrestling for it there, but no one has possession. We'll have a jump ball. And here are the Rockets now. And the shot clock expires. 24-second violation. And there has, Greg, been some talk within the league about adding a mid-season tournament. What are your thoughts on that possibility?
I mean, with the success of the play-in tournament, which, in full disclosure, I was not for, but love now, I can see why they're considering it. The finish was nice, but the setup was better.
Yeah, G8, the pick working to full effect before the stuff.
And, you know, not enough help from the defense there to compensate. He gets a clean look, and that's exactly how you draw it up.
And so it's the Thunder getting on the board first. Back to Şengün. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot two. You know, one thing, Greg, the Thunder have done a great job of drafting international players.
Players like Serge Ibaka, Steven Adams in the past, a few good ones on this current roster as well. Credit the OKC scouts for just finding guys all over the world. Wow, what, did he have something in his eye on that shot?
Maybe.
During the last decade, the 2010s, Houston had loads of success. The fourth most wins in the league during that time. Unfortunately, they never got to the final.
Taking matters into his own hands.
Yeah, we didn't expect to see that kind of finish.
And you know, guys, when your point guard is making explosive plays at the rim, I really do think it sets the tone for the rest of the team.
Here's Oklahoma City. For the Rockets during the 2010s, Clark, all winning seasons.
Yeah, and you know, the biggest reason that Houston didn't reach the finals in my mind was the West was loaded. The Spurs were always a contender. OKC had a nice run. And, of course, during that time, the Warriors became dynastic.
And the Rockets with possession here. The Thunder making the shot. Traps in the tray.
Nice to see such unselfish play from Green, putting the team ahead of himself.
Left side, Williams. Outside for Gilgeous-Alexander. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. And Greg Anthony for Shai Gilgeous-Alexander. Part of a growing trend in this NBA, giving his team length. In the backcourt.
Yeah, 6'6" with a 6'11" wingspan. He can see over the top of the defense. He helps you on the glass, and he can switch onto front court players defensively. That's what teams are looking for nowadays.
And now the first timeout called here for the Rockets. Out of bounds, Oklahoma City takes possession. And so it's Dort with it. He brings it up for the Thunder. To the paint. Here's Williams. That's tipped.
And really, despite that miss, they've had a solid start offensively.
Houston moving the ball around. And the dunk by Smith.
And how about the force on that finish by Smith?
The kick out to Williams. Outside, Gilgeous-Alexander. Back to Williams. Just 4 to shoot. The Rockets pull it in. They come into this one following a loss to the Thunder.
Hey, they had their opportunities, but let's face it, they choked from the line. Hard to win that way on the road.
Hey, knocking down free throws in a hostile environment is really about the battle of the mind.
1:49 left to play here in the first. A shake. That shot off the mark. The Rockets go the other way with it. And going against Oklahoma City, their first meeting of the year.
And they won the season series against this club last year, but, then again, so did a lot of other teams.
We got to be honest here, which is really the only way I roll. Neither of these teams are world beaters. But you've got to start somewhere. A win tonight would be a step in the right direction.
Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. Following the basket by Jabari Smith. And stolen by Giddey. To end the drought, it's Gilgeous-Alexander with the drive.
And even if Gilgeous-Alexander isn't the fastest guy out there, he stays in balance. It helps him to be effective on his drives.
Now here's Green. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet. And there's the call on Lou Dort. That'll be his second foul of the game. .43 seconds left to play in the first. And here's Saric. He'll bring it up for the Thunder. And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go.
And obviously a total team player. Saric is a guy, if his teammate is open, he's going to get the ball.
Pass to Martin. Here's Green. It's rebounded by Giddey.
Usually, guys, he's going to knock that one down from there. Proficient at operating in that medium range area.
It's stolen by Smith. Out to the right wing. Back to Green. From the arc. The shot missing. Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, guys, has been on display for Oklahoma City. He notched 8 points in the quarter. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. What stands out to you from Oklahoma City in this one?
What we saw in that first quarter, they won their matchups defensively.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, you look at the energy, the effort defensively. They put it all out there in that opening quarter.
Joe can't get it to go. Green left side. Green draws the double. It's tipped. And here's the fast break. Here's Robinson Earl. Rips down the breakaway slam.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Exactly. I mean, when you're running neck to neck, those kinds of mistakes tip the scales.
Pass to Christopher. Down to 5 on the shot clock. And the wide open shot from Green. Hits the three-point bomb. And different games, different officials. Something that might be called a foul in one game, Greg, may not be called in the next. As a player, how do you adjust to that?
That's a great question, and that's part of being a veteran. I learned early on, you actually scout officials the same way you scout the players. They have tendencies as well.
Smith wide open. He fires. Off target with his three. second quarter. We're a little over a minute and a half in. There's a screen. Down low. Robinson Earl. Beautiful dish, and the layup goes down. Robinson Earl's got the lead up to 5 now for the Thunder. Martin wide open. He fires. No good with the triple. And here are the Thunder now. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. They'll be off next to Utah for a meeting with the Jazz. And that game will be game 2 of 3 straight on the road. A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks a lot, guys. Josh Giddey has been attracting admirers, including LeBron James. The King said he's really, really good. He has a great pace about the game, great vision. Josh is one of those kids who can definitely see the game a lot quicker than most guys out on the floor, and he's showing it. Just been playing beautiful basketball. Kevin, that's high praise.
It is both amazing passes. David, thank you. And pushing it up here. Here is Oklahoma City. And taking a quick look here at the hustle stats for the Thunder.
They've really been disruptive on the defensive end, forcing turnovers and turning those turnovers into points at the other end.
And something else they've done well tonight is finding points in transition. So far, the fast break has been a plus for them.
And Jabari Smith, of course, with deep family ties, Greg, to the NBA.
His dad being the OG Jabari. All these guys are in that 6'10", 6'11" range, so great bloodlines.
Outside, Martin. Pass to Christopher. And there's the defensive 3-second call. This will be his 3rd free throw shot of the game. And the technical free throw is good.
And this Thunder team in desperate need of a veteran, someone on their way out that can still be productive and provide some leadership for the young guys.
They kick it out to Green. And the 3 off target.
Not sure why he keeps trying his luck from deep here. It's just not his night.
Joe Good. So now, how does Oklahoma City, Greg, get back into the mix in the Western Conference?
Kevin, it's going to be tough. Just so much inexperience on the roster right now. Keeping the core here, yeah, but
We are live. It's a Thursday night presentation here on 2K Sports. Kevin Harlan here along with analysts Greg Anthony and Steve Smith. And we'll be hearing from DA along the sideline all game long. Back to the road tomorrow, as this is the final game of the Trailblazer homestand. This their first look at this year's Washington squad. In the 2 meetings last year, they came away with wins, never losing.
An interconference matchup, they faced these guys twice a season, and last year they took both games. And you look at the young talent the Blazers have, a nice young core group that can grow. Simon's the big name from that crew.
Beal gets a wide open look. No good on the triple. The Trailblazers on offense, and it's Monte Morris with the foul. That is his first foul of the game. On defense, Washington. And it's Simons missing. And Simons and Little Greg, a pair of names Portland fans are definitely excited about.
And they've shown that they can be valuable players. Portland got a lot younger with the trades they made last year. Now they have to have that youth develop.
With the step back. Beal from long.
Oh, did you see that?
And talk about persistence. Porzingis just being a bully on the offensive glass and punishing the opposition.
Pass to Grant. Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Here's Lillard. Back to Simons. And it's good. Assisting on the play was Lillard.
The high basketball IQ of Damian Lillard showing up, moving the ball to the open man.
Now here's Kispert. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
And close to making the defense pay for the lax coverage that time.
That shot missing. Now the Wizards take it the other way. Coming off that loss against the Timberwolves.
And look at what they did in the fourth quarter. Just totally out of sync and lacking in intensity. And that turned into that huge comeback.
Back in the day, someone would have blocked him out, but times have changed.
Screen by Grant. And after the last couple seasons, it's nice to get back to the more normal way of doing things, isn't it, Smitty?
It is, Kevin. We saw the playoff bubble, the reduction in games, more back-to-backs. Shows you how much can be taken for granted.
Pass to Grant. Stolen by Kispert. Pushing it up. Kuzma can't get it to go.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on it.
Ivo on the wing. So timeout called here, the first for Portland. You know, Greg Anthony, people talk about Jeremy Grant as a scorer, but what about his passing?
Significantly better moving the ball along. He's leaving no stone unturned as he looks to maximize his abilities.
Now about 3 minutes gone in the first quarter. Grant outside. 6 to shoot. And Jeremy Grant picks up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
You got to be in control when you go to the rack, and he was not. You can't just run guys over.
Washington trailing. Getting the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Earlier, I spoke with Chauncey Billups. This is the first meeting of these two teams, so he didn't know exactly what to expect. But he does know that he wants his guys to attack offensively. He feels their success on that end will dictate their success through the game. So, guys, we can expect them to be aggressive from early on.
All right, David, we'll see if their strategy will pay off. Greg centering their efforts now on generating points.
Yeah, and I can understand what they're trying to do here. Come out of the gates with some heat.
And it forces your opponent's best scorers to expend energy at the defensive end. Makes the strategy a win-win.
Takes it inside. Back to Reddish. Just 3 to shoot. 2022, Greg, a year for the Washington Wizards with some historic significance.
And it marks 25 years of the Washington Wizards name being on an NBA jersey. A cool moment for the current players who can look back on this franchise and know they're a part of history.
You look back at how the Blazers have drafted. They get a lot of value no matter where they pick. Great job of identifying and growing talent.
Right outside. Here's none. The Wizards with another miss. Trailblazers leading by 4. Pass to Eubanks. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. It's on Porzingis. This is his first free throw of the game.
Numbers this year at the line below 70, so when he's getting to the line, not nearly as effective as you'd like.
And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Wizards. Porzingis is double. He gets that one. And it's 8 points for Porzingis.
And he's caught fire this quarter, yet to miss a shot.
Great energy on the deflection and a good job disrupting their offense.
This is called an effort play. Terrific hustle at the defensive end.
And Kendrick Nunn is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul of the game, and the bonus will go to the free throw line.
Oh no, he's the last guy you want to put on the line. You can just about book the points every time he steps up there.
That competitive edge Damian Lillard plays with is outstanding. This is a guy that wants to win every single game.
Portland again missing. Down low. Gill. And he jams it with authority.
A little undersized at the 4, but he can get off the ground.
Pull up Jay. And no luck with that time on the buzzer beater. A good close contest so far as we finish the first quarter. Trailblazers out in front, up by 1. From And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. Guys, what stands out from the Blazers so far?
Attacking, drawing fouls. They won that first quarter at the line.
Some people might feel they got some hometown calls, but when your team is pushing the action, you often get the benefit of the doubt.
And Lillard is going to pick up the foul. That's his first foul. Screen by Gafford. Terrific assist, a nice finish. Solid play all around.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
To the inside. And that one's good. Eubanks.
We'll see if they can finally hold on to a lead. It's been back and forth all night.
Both teams putting forth their best efforts right now. This is the kind of game fans pay to see.
Quite the honor last year for Damian Lillard, getting named to the NBA 75th anniversary team.
Greg, it was a well-deserved acknowledgement of his skills. He's a perennial all-star who continues to do astounding things on the floor.
A moment now to hear from our sideline reporter, Hall of Famer David Aldridge. David.
Thanks very much. Now, Kristaps Porzingis famously earned the nickname the Unicorn for his combination of size and skill. Former All-Star, injuries have held him back, but now a new team presents a new opportunity. KP says, I'm going to take my game to the next level because my body is going to be healthy, and that's it. Well, Kevin, let's hope so.
Absolutely. He has had injuries along the way, but the talent is obvious. David, thanks. So timeout called here, the first for Washington. We're about a minute and a half into the second quarter now. Grant in the post. Three-pointers, Simons. Good, and Grant gets the assist. Simons has got 8 points.
You can tell Simons has this shot dialed in. He's a very accurate range shooter.
Johnson outside. Kicks it out to Grant. Here's Reddish. And a miss there on the triple. Morris, left side. And there's a whistle. It goes on Shaedon Sharpe. That is his first foul of the game.
And the next one puts him in the bonus.
Morris outside. The three. You look at the current stars in the league, Steve. In team compositions, it seems like the big man is truly back. Is it because he can do more things than just play down low?
Definitely, Kevin. They can dominate with their size, with rebounding and manning the paint offensively and defensively. But then now you have guys that can get out, start the break, finish the break, and knock down threes.
Kispert wide open. He fires. And again, Washington no good.
I'm shocked that didn't turn into 3 points. I mean, he makes you pay on those nearly every time.
Very high percentage look for Grant. Those kinds of plays just get you in rhythm and keep you there.
Here's Porzingis. Takes the assist and lays it in. Picked out the pass nicely.
Beautiful call that time up the floor. The hard screen frees him up for the bunny.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
Now about 3 minutes gone in this second quarter of basketball. Lillard attacking. Lays it up off the glass. Lillard's got 6 points.
Fending off the contact well on this drive. Lillard is so composed on the attack.
Beal from long range.
In this first half, he is really falling in love with the three. So far, not paying dividends.
And over the last couple seasons, it feels like the Washington Wizards roster is in constant flux. I mean, from role players to all-stars, guys coming in and out.
Good ball movement here by the Trailblazers. Wizards trail by 3. Pass to Kuzma. The layup missed. For Washington, how difficult, Greg, is it to win when your roster changes, as you were just talking about? It changes so much from year to year.
It's really tough. I mean, take Spencer Dinwiddie. You know, he signs a big 3-year deal, traded 6 months later. So when things like that happen, it's so difficult to create chemistry.
And the dunk by Porzingis.
And bringing the aggression and the energy, 2 things you like to see from Porzingis.
That bucket in no time at all. Lillard's got the lead up to 5 now for Portland.
And you can see that backcourt just setting the tone for the entire team.
The Blazers on offense. 5-point lead, the biggest of the game. There's the pick. And Corey Kispert is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game. So both teams making some changes here. 32 seconds left in the second quarter. And it's Kuzma with the ball for the Washington Wizards. Inside, it's stolen by Reddish.
Got to run the clock and wait for the last shot.
Yes, you do, but it's a dilemma. If you get a great look earlier in the clock, do you take it?
Lillard attacking. Bucket is good. Lillard's got 10 points.
A fantastic penetrator. Once Lillard sees a lane to the rim open up, he jumps on it.
Here's Wright. No good on the shot, a bit long that time.
And see, he had his momentum going forward, but really didn't need to lean in there. He was wide open.
And so it's the Portland Trailblazers heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. Defensively, they have gotten after it, contesting every shot going up. We come back right after this. And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books. 1 half to go. Trailblazers leading by 7. Here is Lillard. Pass to Sharp. Back to Lillard. To the middle. 5 on the clock. Sharp. That's good.
Oh, nice job executing inside. Sharp's confidence is what makes him such a dangerous player.
A guy who hasn't played a lot of ball. Sharp, though, has all the all-star tools they think available to him.
An exceptional shot maker from outside, and he's got great vertical bounce, almost a 7-foot wingspan, and he is relentless in his attack.
It's time now to hear from our Hall of Fame reporter, David Aldridge. What's the latest, David?
Thanks, Kevin. Wizards ownership has promised to never hit the hard reset button we saw from teams in recent years like the Sixers. But the fact remains that this is a franchise that last enjoyed a 50-win season in 1979. So for the patient, die-hard fans in the DMV, it seems the wait for a true contender may take a lot longer. Kevin?
Well, time will tell, David. Thanks. Wizards trailed by 9. Here's Porzingis. It's good again in an excellent 7 for 8 shooting night so far.
Keep getting it to this man. I mean, once Porzingis catches fire, there is no putting that out.
Lillard. Rebound by Kispert.
I didn't see that miss coming. I mean, he's usually been money from that range.
Back to Kuzma. Pass to Kispert. And here's Morris for 3. And no good that time. Now the Trailblazers take it the other way.
That's 1 for their first 4 to start the second half.
Into the third we go. 2 minutes in now. Pass to Sharp. And it's Thibault in the corner. A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. And here's Avdia. Traps in the tray. Now just a 4-point Trailblazer lead.
The defense decides to gamble off him, and he cashes in.
Simons surveying the D. Count it. Simons has got 10 points.
Just no resistance inside at all. They are feasting. This is a straight buffet.
It is. It's a big one. And load the plate. And now we're 3 minutes into the third quarter of play. Here's Grant. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Jeremy Grant, part of a loaded second round of the 2014 draft.
Kevin, Jeremy signing a max contract, rare for a second rounder. Also in that 2014 second round draft, MVP, the Joker, Joe Harris, Jordan Clarkson, Spencer Dinwiddie. Wow, that second round proved to have some players.
Avdia gets the bucket.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
And the dunk by Grant.
A display of pure athleticism by Jeremy Grant, rising up for the huge dunk.
Porzingis can't hit. And so Grant will bring it up for the Trailblazers. 6-point game. Stolen by Avdia. It's right on the wing. Washington gets it back. Stolen by Grant. And here's the break. Here's Little. And Simons has it in the corner. No good from outside. Wizards trailed by 6. Pass to none. Here's Avdia. The Wizards with another miss. Another shot. Here's Gafford. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Gafford's got his second bucket of the night.
They didn't have much of a problem getting the ball into the post that time. gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
We talk about it time and time again. Turnovers are costly, especially when the game is close.
And those plays can make a difference in a game like this.
Well, you know it's going to fire up, Greg, everybody on that bench.
This is a close-knit group. They feed off one another's energy.
Kevin, he is tough to stop when he gets to the rim.
Yeah, Greg, he can get up a few notches higher.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
But not every point guard can give you that, the ability to finish with that level of authority.
And here's Porzingis for a three. Just 3 on the clock. Not going to go that time. And we wrap up the third and looking to be an exciting fourth quarter from Portland. We're back in a moment. We've reached the fourth quarter, and what has been a very competitive game should be an exciting finish. Here's Washington. Next up for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. Avdia can't hit. Here's Lillard. No good that time. Kuzma with the defensive effort. To the paint. Here's Gafford. And Gafford throws it down.
Great dive from Kuzma there, assessing the situation and making the right play.
Lillard scanning the floor. Pass to Reddish. Now Thibault. Just 4 to shoot. The shot's good from Simons.
And once Simons gets cooking, watch out because he's capable of dominating games all by himself.
Lillard left side. The good-looking shot from the wing. And now a 3-point Trailblazer lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Trailblazers?
Their activity has been at a constant level. Always around the ball, quick hands causing a lot of steals.
And they've also forced a lot of turnovers, capitalizing and turning those turnovers into points. Way to get after it.
Here's Lillard. Down goes basket number 6 for him this game. He's taken 12 shots and made half of them.
This is what makes Lillard an all-star caliber player. His ability to fill it up.
They got their own miss. And Gafford throws it down.
You see his length, the explosion, making sure of that one.
And then Lillard slams it in.
What bunnies from Damian Lillard, flying off the floor to dunk it home.
Avdia gets the bucket.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Here's Lillard. Changes up. And that's 2 points on the layup.
He's been a big factor in their offense tonight, making shot after shot.
And there's the call on Matisse Thybulle. That's his first foul. Just a little under 2.5 minutes have passed now here in the fourth. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Trailblazers leading by 3. And it's Monte Morris with the foul. That's his 4th foul of the contest. Now Lillard. Pass to Sharp. Lets the 3 fly. And Reddish with the slam.
He's a natural offensive creator. You can expect Cam to pull through for a bucket.
Washington calls timeout. With a short break in the action gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Guys, I had a chance to find out what Wes Unseld Jr. discussed with his players. told them this is gut check time. This is when it gets real and when it gets fun. We're here to play in these big moments. Let's make this one count. Kevin, by my count, that's 5 cliches.
Thank you, David. Just 5 on the clock. Solid play in the low block, and that one's good. Now it's a 7-point Portland lead. Here's Kuzma. The Wizards with another miss. Here's the Trailblazers with the ball. They're on a 15-6 run. Lillard with it. And Lillard gets double-teamed. Rebound, Washington. And a little over 3.5 minutes in the books so far here in the fourth.
Nice, unselfish passing there by Beal. He knows he can't do it all by himself.
Now a timeout called by Portland. They're up by 5. 1:19 left in the fourth. On defense, Washington trailing by 5. Down low. Pass to Thibault. Stolen by Kispert. Kuzma outside. They get it back. Porzingis. Yes! What a beautiful shot to bring him to within 3.
And you can rely on Porzingis in these moments. He's always ready to shoulder the load offensively.
Now, here's Lillard. Pass to Reddish. 5 to shoot.
You see the trust this team has in Grant's ability to step up in crucial times.
He just doesn't look like himself this quarter. Something's missing.
And it also shows you how difficult this game is. He's just a little bit off, but it can result in missing everything.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Just 1 second between the shot clock and game clock. Grant, that's good. And it's a 9-point Trailblazer lead.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
And so it's Portland winning this one. Some good moments throughout this one, but they have the clear advantage down the stretch.
Yeah, I mean, I love the way they executed on both ends